Look at that. That's the best one so far.
I've never seen that much gold come out of that small of an area.
A dazzling piece of gold mixed in the concentrates was sucked into the dredge hose and traveled all the way to the dredge boat on the water surface, passing through the sluice box on the boat, and the old man on the shore was dancing with excitement, because after 17 weeks they finally dug down to the bedrock layer where the most gold is found. But every time the happiness lasted less than 5 minutes, an accident occurred. In the 6-meter deep dive hole, a large section of the surrounding wall suddenly collapsed. The diver who performed emergency evasion immediately climbed out of the water. Paul, who had just escaped, told his teammates that the fallen sand and rock had buried his foot and he almost couldn't break free. The originally 6.4-meter deep dive hole was now backfilled with nearly 1 meter of rubble. They might have to spend another 2 or 3 days just to dig back down to the bedrock. Now the first snowstorm of the winter is approaching and the old man gold mining team is running out of time. They have already dug down to the gold nugget accumulation layer. The nuggets lying in the sluice box fully prove this point. After enduring hardships to finally dig the gold, now the team members are discussing whether to continue mining gold or evacuate. Meanwhile, 800 meters downstream, the Dustin team has been digging at the new dive site for 3 weeks. They also need to find gold before winter arrives. The diver sent out today is Dustin himself. He dove to the 2.4-meter deep bottom. Dustin needs to suck and dig down along the bedrock steps, all the way to the ancient scour pool, but the scour pool is sealed by a layer of boulders and gravel. This sand and rock won't let him easily reach the big pile of gold nuggets at the bottom of the scour pool. Anyone in this line of work knows what kind of trouble they will encounter. They first use the hoisting claws to move the boulders out of the dive hole one by one. The gravel is directly sucked away with the dredge hose. After 2 hours, Dustin deepened the dive hole by half a meter, and he found some green stones. Green stones are rich in metal minerals and are denser and heavier than ordinary stones. This kind of stone is usually found near bedrock gold. Clearing those stones makes Dustin more motivated to track the gold on the bedrock. Suddenly Dustin felt a burning pain on his body. The team members turned around and saw that the dredge boat was boiling. The hot water hose was almost melted. They immediately pulled Dustin up to the surface. After Wes checked, he found that an inlet valve on the filter was closed without anyone knowing when. At this time, James confessed voluntarily. It turned out that he previously accidentally fell on the boat and hit the filter. James was scolded by his teammates because the dredge boat needs to draw cold water from the creek. These water first passes through 2 filters, and then the water flows into the engine's exhaust sleeve to heat the water. When James accidentally closed the valve on one of the filters, the cold water flowing into the exhaust sleeve would be halved, causing scalding hot water to enter Dustin's dive suit, which turned Dustin red hot, and the rubber hose was also melted by the heat. Wes has to fix it before starting work tomorrow. Today's diving operation was forcibly terminated.
Ridiculous. There's a storm coming through. I got snow coming down the mountain right now. I don't have time for this. Ugh!
Wes worked overtime at the camp all night, patching together enough parts to get the dredge boat running again. The person responsible for finding gold today is Carlos. Diving to 3 meters underwater, he started moving stones. 2 hours later, Carlos had dug out the 4 rock walls of the scour pool. Now he needs to continue advancing along the bedrock towards the scour pool at the bottom. They believe there will be a pile of gold nuggets there. Dustin believes there must have been a waterfall here before. Only water flowing straight down could form a gold-hiding scour pool. Judging from the tailings discharged from the sluice box, it feels like there will be a lot of gold inside. Dustin and Wes were chatting above, while Carlos, intent on digging the bedrock gold, after 5 hours of diving labor, deepened the dive hole to 3.7 meters, only then ending today's gold mining action. They checked today's labor results before knocking off. Unfortunately, no large gold nuggets were produced, only a few small gold specks, since they haven't reached the bedrock yet. Not finding large gold nuggets is within their expectation, and the old man's gold mining team upstream also reached a conclusion. They will continue to dig this dangerous gold mining hole. 77-year-old Fred is already tired of living, so he resolutely dove into the deep hole. First, he had to clear the stones that fell during the last dive. 2 hours later, he started using the dredge hose to clear the gravel at the narrow bottom of the hole. To widen the dive hole, he also used a high-pressure water cannon, which made the team members ashore very nervous, because the dive hole might collapse again. After successfully widening the bottom of the hole, Fred can now suck the original gravel at the bottom to find gold. When he dug to 6.7 meters deep, he cleared out 30 square centimeters of bedrock. This is their goal for the entire season. Fred personally watched a piece of gold enter his dredge hose. The team members ashore celebrated prematurely. Just as Fred was sucking the rich ore, the dive hole yet again started a new round of collapse.
What's going on down there, Fred?
The team members knew something was wrong, but Fred, who dodged the disaster, still didn't plan to go ashore and wanted to continue mining gold. However, another round of collapse immediately followed, which completely panicked Fred.
Pull my dive hose! Pull!
Get him out of there! Hey, Scott, help him! Pull him up!
Fred! Can you hear me?
Uh,
You all right?
yeah, I'm all right.
The old man's luck is truly solid, but after this ordeal the dive hole was backfilled with 1.8 meters of rock material again. Now they are completely unable to continue digging. Fred announced that the dive spot was officially closed. The old man's team's gold mining season officially ended. They checked the sluice box's final harvest.
There is gold everywhere. Go for it.
Yeah, look at that big piece there, yeah.
Woo! From what I'm seeing here, Fred, you're exactly right. So that's what's on Bedrock.
Damn good to see that.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Oh, it's 3 of them, 4 of them.
Thicker pole.
That's good.
Looking damn fine, Fred. Look at that. That's the best one so far.
I've never seen that much gold come out of that small of an area.
That's where it's at.
These nuggets were harvested after sucking 30 square centimeters of gold-rich gravel on the bedrock. These ironclad evidences show that Fred's judgment of the gold reserves in the dive spot was correct, although they failed to completely clear the bedrock. For 77-year-old Fred, it's a glorious defeat. He was often scolded by his son Dustin for choosing to mine this dive spot. At least this gold can prove he was right.
Yes!
The next day a rainstorm hit the entire mountain area overnight. The Dustin team, who had been digging at the Notch dive site for a month, immediately rushed to check the scene. They had a bad feeling on the way, and were shocked when they saw the waterfall. Passing through the tunnel next to the waterfall, Dustin saw the miserable state of the dive spot.
Oh my... Oh no!
Their dredge boat has fallen apart.
Oh. Jesus.
Next episode, Gold Rush Whitewater.
You got this. Oh my... That's 10 times more than I thought you were gonna get.
It's all about willpower. How much do you want the gold? We can't leave this. We've got a bunch of gold sitting there waiting for us.
The water looks crazy.
Hold him up! Trying to kill somebody!
Come on, you got it. Holy God! I can't hold it.
Carlos!